was out there in 2019, and what we have now are totally different. We have managed to transit in quite a number of players, so it is a fairly young squad, which has gotten some much experiences in other tournaments that they have participated in. Like the last tournament we participated in, it was in Ghana, where we finished 4th. So from Ghana, we have also had members of the national team doing the hockey fives. Remember again, that team qualified for the hockey fives World Cup. So over time, we've been able to get much needed exposure for their players. Yeah.
Well, you talk about transition, blend, some shipping in and others out.
Yes, we are on track. I must say we are on track, because there are the technical and tactical aspects that we've been working on. The individual technical aspects for the individual players, and then now the team tactics. That is what we are working on. And then we have areas like the set plays, which we want to make them a key strength for our team. For us to be successful, we must be able to be good at the set plays, because those are match winners. So over time, we are hopeful that we will get there, because if you look at the boys, they're actually motivated. They are young and energetic, so we expect them to give us good results come November. So it is up to us to make sure that we put in place the building blocks that will get us there. It involves quite a lot. It's not only on the coaching aspect. It has to do with the infrastructure. It has got to do with the long-term athlete development. We have to put in place structures where we are introducing this sport to the youngsters at an early age, teach them the right techniques, the right skills, and also expose them at that level. So it is not an easy task. Let us support our teams. Let us have faith in the teams. Equally to the members of Team Kenya, we need to get on the field. We need to learn as much as we can in this period where we are training, so that when we come to the competition, we will put our best foot forward. Because whatever we go out there and present, if it's not the best, then we will have let down this nation. Yeah.
All right, we wish you all the best even as you prepare. Well, that was honest opinion from assistant coach. And now I want to talk to the team captain just to give us his side of the story and tell us how the preparation are so far. Preparation, naona preparation iko top gear. Hii ticket tunaipata au ni aje?
Yes, we are optimistic because the training started, I think, 3 months ago. And according to the coaches, the plan they have given us, I think we have a chance to qualify for the Olympics. And I'm also confident in the players that have been chosen. Yeah, I have hope in this team.
Let's talk about the transition. I understand there is a few players who have joined in, and even some, shipping out of the squad. How is the integration and of course the development of a team as a whole from captain's point of view?
Okay, I think the transition is so far so nice, because we have the under 21 guys who have joined us, and I think 3 or 4 players who have now decided to retire. But I think the development program is good, because the young talent are joining us to beef up the squad. Yes.
Well, Kenya will be up against, the best of the very best, and we are tipped to be one of the favorite. What is your take on this? Do you think this is, too much of a pressure for you, or do you genuinely believe that this time round this could be ours?
Okay, according to our preparation, I think this is a chance that we have, and I'm hoping we are going to do the best. Yes, to do the best among the best. Yes, I have hopes. Yes.
Well, in 2019, Kenya, of course, took part in this qualifying owing to the past experience. This time round, what is your trajectory?
Okay, okay, it's the same country. Okay, according to our last performance was not good, but I'm hoping this time it will be good because we are working on our weakness. Mostly we are going to work on our short corner execution at any given team. You get the short corner, you execute, your performance goes high. What I'm promising is that we are going to do our best, we are going to fight for the country, and we are going to post positive results. Yeah, other teams are also preparing for this, but the top two teams, that is South Africa and Egypt. But this time round, I think we are going to give our best so that we can come out also best in Africa.
All right, well, you're promising Kenyans positive results. Now I want you to face our camera and tell them like you mean it.
Okay. Hi guys, as a captain, we are promising you guys to do our best and to give a positive results going forward, given the chance that is going to happen in SA.
Well, thank you so much. All right, well, we wish the team all the best, and the hard work begins right now. The team is now currently hitting the ground running, actually doing the double. On the weekend, the team is of course preparing for the league. Then after that, during the weekdays, they hit the training and the camp. Of course, just to make sure they keep fit, they prepare ahead of these qualifiers. Remember, they will be up against the best of the very best as far as hockey is concerned. I'm talking about the likes of South Africa. We have Egypt, our neighbors, Uganda, Zimbabwe, then we have Namibia there. So it's going to be a very tough battle. Whoever wins this, remember, whoever wins this carries the ticket. It is automatic qualification. 2019, it was a bad news for Team Kenya. However, our ladies did made us proud. Of course, they qualified and they actually posted the best result, 6th in just concluded Tokyo Olympics, that is in 2022. And of course, it was supposed to be 2020 Tokyo Olympics, but that is the best result that our lady, our female team actually posted. But for these men, it's a new dawn for them, even though the territory is just still, familiar. But this time round, we hope they will actually clinch this ticket and represent Kenya in the next year's Olympic Games that will be held in Paris. Well, so for our team, we wish you all the best, and we hope you will make us proud. You will make us proud, and beg your pardon. Well, and now we want to switch focus to yet a very interesting, topic that we want to discuss with my one and only kick master. This is the president of World Kickboxing Federation. Right now, there is a joint training that is going on that involves the mixed martial arts, Muay Thai, kickboxing, and all that. So it is a very intense training going there behind me. Kumake time kuongea na sisi, pengine tu kwa kifupi tuambie ni nini inaendelea hapa.
Kwa leo hapa hivi tuko na joint training ya Nairobi County, isipokuwa pia vijana wengi hawajajitokeza. Pia unajua hali ya uchumi saizi, wengine wangepata fare kawa kutoka Kibra, kutoka Dandora, wapi, lakini kuna wale wamejitokeza, na hii ni namba nzuri sana because tuko na mchezo wenye nakuja hapa mbele tarehe 26 mwezi wa 8. Hii itakuwa President's Cup na itakuwa hapa Nairobi. So nimeamua tukuje hapa juu kuna game tulienda Nakuru na kulikuwa na shida kidogo juu tulikuwa nimesema watu wanacheza low kick na full contact. Ikabakia saa low kick, wengine wanaona hawajui hizo techniques ndio ziko. So niko nataka at least wakuje captains ama seniors na coaches wao tuwaelimishe, tuwafunze vile hii kitu inafaa ikue, at least wajiendeleshe, wajue techniques tofauti. Because kumbuka kwa World Kickboxing Federation Kenya, Mika president, niliona ya kuwa inafaa tucheze nayo vizuri, ikuwe imehusisha hizi games zote. Kuwe na Muay Thai, kuwe na K1, kuwe na full contact, kuwe na low kick, kuwe na wushu ndani, kuwe na boxing ndani, kila kitu ikuwe ndani, na hiyo ndio maana ya mixed martial arts. So with the World Kickboxing Federation Kenya, tunadili na all combat sports in general. Na ndio maana unaona hapa ukiangalia kuna watu wa mangumi, kuna watu wa mateke, kuna watu wanatumia knee strikes za Muay Thai na vitu vingine tofauti. Hiyo ndio kitu imetuleta leo, na nikaamua tuweke at least Nairobi County first joint training ya WKF. Yes.
Well, umechoose Nairobi to be one, of course, and umesema kuna championship inakuja watu wa Nairobi.
Ile ilikuwa Nakuru.
Alright.
Kwa Nairobi County, next tutakuwa Mombasa, alafu nyingine tukue pia Homa Bay County. So either Mombasa ama Homa Bay County, moja itatangulia nyingine, lakini tarehe 26 mwezi wa 8 iko Nairobi na itakuwa moto zaidi, na hiyo ndio preparation inafanya. Hii ni preparation to joint training, na timu hazijakuja hata zote, lakini wale wenye wameweza kuja, ukiangalia pale nyuma yangu, wanaweka bidii na wana train kabisa, wanajitoa jasho ile kabisa, na makocha wao tofauti pia. Tuko nadi na makocha wanadada pia wako hapa ndani, tuko na wachezaji umri ya miaka kidogo mpaka wale pia wenye wamekoma. Juu kumbuka World Kickboxing Federation Kenya ina deal na both amateur na professional level. Yeah.
Okay. Well, umekuwa intensify this campaign ya kuenda kila county ukiandaa preparation. Of course, pengine maybe unaweza tuambia plan yako kuhusu hii World Kickboxing Federation yenye na hold every umbrella ndani yake. Pengine sasa mkakati sasa ni gani? Safari sasa ndio inaanza, lakini tutarajie nini sasa kwenda mbele?
Safari ishaanza, na hata mchezaji tu mmoja wa Kenya aende anze kucheza Nigeria wapi, naenda tulete ushindi hapo, anze kulipwa vizuri. Huo mtu mmoja akilipwa mamilioni ya pesa, hata bilioni, anaweza change society. So mimi ninasema the reason why naenda kwa kila county pia ni hivi, tusiweke kila kitu eti ni county ya Nairobi pekee. Sasa tuko county ya Kiambu pia tunaingia, saiza Murang'a. Haya, tunaingia Murang'a county pia. Saizi tuko Homa Bay County, Mombasa ndio tushaingia, Kilifi tunaingia, Nairobi tushaizunguka yote. Kumaanisha tukienda kufika Disemba mwaka, WKF itakuwa kubwa hata zaidi, na itakuwa include games zote, na si atubagui. Nasema kila siku mtu yeyote anacheza game yote bora ataka mix martial arts akuja join WKF, because life ya martial arts ama any combat sports iko kwa WKF. Na nilisema this time round sitaki kuongea about kickboxing. This is not kickboxing, this is general martial arts, combat sports, not kickboxing. Combat sports iko na kickboxing, iko na Muay Thai, iko na K1, iko na Wushu, iko na kila kitu ndani, sanda zote ziko ndani.
Well, naona plan ni fiti, it's a global initiative, ni kitu nzuri sana. Pengine mikakati kitu kama ligi hivi, now that tumesema sasa hii it's all about combat sport. Pengine hapo siku za mbeleni tutarajia nini? Tunatarajia kitu kama ligi ama mpango ni upi?
Ya ligi iko karibu, na ligi ikiwa najua mtakuwa na sisi, na tutajaribu vile tunaweza kuja pamoja nanyi, ligi chapo ikiwa live, na hata wewe utakuwa tu na si pale, hata kama utavaa gloves, lakini utakuwa unafanya kitu ya maana kama hiyo yenye unafanya sasa. Hii support yenu ni ya maana sana. Wacheni niwaambie ukweli, media is power. Without nyinyi hakuna watu wanaweza kunajua kuna World Kickboxing Federation Kenya. Without nyinyi hakuna mtu anaweza jua kuna mtu kama Takid, rais wa kickboxing, mwenye ana make sure vijana wamenini hivi. Na without nyinyi sasa watu wangejua kuna kickboxing. Watu wengi usikia, hata wakisikia wanauza kwani kuna kitu kinaitwa kickboxing, kuna Muay Thai, kuna nini, kuna hizi combat sports kweli Kenya ziko, lakini ni vile federations mingi kutoka viongozi wale wako huko juu hawajui maana ya publicity na hizi vitu. Lazima tuanze kujiandaa na tuamue, na kitu tuweke mbele kama viongozi wa federation zote ni manufaa ya vijana wetu, cause ninasema kila siku, without footballers there is no FKF, without boxers there is no BFK, without kickboxers or without martial artists or without any combat sports martial artists, the fighters, we don't have any World Kickboxing Federation Kenya, or even Taekwondo Federation, or anything, or Karate Federation. We won't have. So it's upon us as leaders to make sure that all these fighters, their well-being is well observed and well taken care of.
Well, talking about the welfare of fighters, and let's talk about now the future. I can see majority here actually, the bigger percentage, it's a very upcoming, I might call them that way. Maybe if you can draw, owing to the past experience, where did we go wrong, and how best can we actually improve this?
It's all about the leadership. That's what I always give as an answer. My simple answer is all about the leadership. Because the fighters, they do train hard, they do focus, and you see, if you try mold them, make them be sharpened, and be ready for any fights, either be it locally or internationally, these fighters will go far. Only if the leadership will be drawing lines between corruption and non-corruption activities. That's what I always say. And that's what I'm trying to work on in this federation. What I'm trying to do is to bring in all the fighters, to bring in everybody on board, without any boundaries of corruption, tribalism, racism, or anything else. That's what I always fight me. Because once you fight all these things, then things will work. Then another thing, briefcase federations or briefcase leadership. We should lead people according to how things should be. Transparency is the key. Because you see, if I could come here like today, I have certificates for all these participants. They haven't paid anything. They were to pay something at least for their training and for maybe something like lunch or what. And that's where now I do talk about sponsorship to come in. Because whatever sponsorship that can come in, somebody can come in and tell us, you see what guys, I'm ready at least to come and support you with some drinking water. Somebody would come with some targets, gloves or anything. Or even right now you could see behind me we have like Bavaria. They are just here to support us to see whether we can be moving well with them. If we are ready to move well with them, Bavaria will be our sponsor for the world. And remember, it's not Bavaria like alcohol drink. No, it's 0%, which I really appreciated. Thanks a lot to KUTV. You are with us again live in Kayole, which was the seminar. Today again, you've taken your time, guys. You are with us here in Kangemi. So remember that I'm going deeper into different grounds, and I'm going even to different slums, different ghettos, because I do say this, all these fighters comes from these backgrounds of ghettos and slums. So if we could put our heads together as leaders, the only problem is if we could do it the way it should be, and we get closer and be friends to our fighters and their coaches, and know all the clubs that we have, and as a president you go to the ground and see what's happening. Like now you saw me there, I was holding the targets. Remember, I'm a coach and I'm a master also. I'm still training guys. So I can't just be a president who is from football and I'm a president of kickboxing. That won't work. I can't be a president of athletics and I'm here with this. You should be on your field, and passion counts.
All right. Well, at the end of the day, wanasema mkono mtupu, sometimes haurambwi. Well, they are here, they are giving their best, of course, and every game you sacrifice your time and everything. That should count for something. At the end of the day, for those who are, of course, even watching us right now, and they're passionate about, boxing, mixed martial art, all this discipline, and they want to join. At the end of the day, what is the surety that when he comes here, he or she invests his or her time? At the end of the day, when he goes home, actually, they will have something to, smile about.
Remember this, even Rome wasn't built in a day. It took time to build Rome. So that's what I can say. If anybody wants to come, first of all, they should have passion, they should have focus, and they should have a goal on what they want from this. Number one, when I was starting martial art, I was the age of 12 years. I started with karate, then I went to taekwondo, then kickboxing, you see. So while I was living back there in Dandora, I didn't start because I wanted any cash. I started because it was a form of self-defense in Dandora. Then again, body fitness, you see. Then after all that, it developed to be my career as a player, because I was in the national team of taekwondo at the age of 17. Until to date, trust me, yes, I'm feeding my family through martial arts. Everything I do is martial arts. I sleep martial arts, I walk martial arts, I drink martial arts, I dream martial arts, I talk martial arts, you see. So with all this, it has brought at least something on my table to feed my family, to make my kids go to school, even through high school, you see. Meaning that it can work and it can pay. But remember, those whom I started with, and they gave up through the way because they felt like it's not paying to them. That's how it goes. In Kiswahili they say mvumilivu hula mbivu. Ukikuja uvumilie, uchape hizo targets. Leo umetrain, umesweat. Leo umetrain, umepuke. Umetrain, umelemewa. Kesho unaamka unaenda road, unarudi. Hata Mayweather, mpaka sasa hivi Mayweather na train. Na hata ule sijika ni trillionaire. Bado unaona Mayweather anamka saa 10 asubuhi anaenda jogging, anarudi. Akina Nganu bado wanafanya hivyo. Tyson mwenyewe aliretire na Tyson bado ana train. Ndio anajua chenye hiki tunaleta. Apart from wealth, inaleta health. Because health is wealth. Ukiwa healthy na umetrain vizuri na umefocus, wealth itakaa. So pesa ikuji kwa haraka, itakuja kama utavumilia. Kwa hivyo siwezi kudanganya kuja utrain leo, kesho ukue coach. Kuja utrain leo, kesho kwa international player, no way. Na pia kama unataka hiyo pesa, kuja utrain kwa amateur. Anza kucheza amateur. Ukifika pro level, hapo pro level pia utapata kitu. Na sasa ukikuja, wako kupatia certificates na trophies, alafu kuna national team selection. Huwezi jua kama wewe ndio utaenda kurepresent Kenya nje na baadaye ugeuke ukue mtu kama Nganu, ukue Adesanya wetu, ukue mtu tofauti, ukue akina William Odindo wetu, Nilikwambia hata William saizi ni Mkenya, alikuwa kitu hard pale hardcore. Sasa anarudi wapi? Anarudi Nigeria ku defend title. Hata sisi hapa ndani kuna mayouth wenye napanga this year lazima represent Kenya nje. So ni kuvumilia na kujitolea. Hakuna kitu kingine.
All right. Now to Mungi about the plans and all those. Now we want to talk about actually now the future of this. I will call it federation, of course, because you are a man on the mission. Now, probably in 5 years' time to come, where do you see yourself and the federation as a whole?
In 5 years to come, my answer is simple for sure. What I would say, in 5 years to come, we'll be in a global level, and that's where you'll hear people like, instead of Ghana, of Cameroon, instead of Israel Azanya of Nigeria, or McGregor or whoever, you'll just be hearing people like Kenyan William Odindo, Atomic, girls like maybe Milka Kanchi, different people are the people we have here in Kagemi. We have Buffalo, we have Lion, today is in Tanzania, is participating there for another pro fight. So all these things, those are the names that we'll be hearing, and we'll be hearing that they are signing billions. That's my target, because remember these 7 months, give me a year. By December, there will be a big difference. Then by next year, I know very well that you guys are always good in making it and criticizing. Pinches, my friend, tells me that a lot. That a kid, we are behind you. We want to see what you do. If you go to the right route, we'll go with you. But ukienda kombo, pia tutakupaka hapo na tukuweke straight. So mimi nafurahi na pia nyi media mtu criticize. Kwenye tumekosea ni face a kid, ni criticize, then nitarekebisha. Mimi naweza sidhania kila kitu tunafanya vizuri na kumbe kuna mahali nimelegea. So mnani face na mnaambia hata kid hapa change. Hapa itaenda hivi na hapa ni vizuri. Mmekana wana sport wengi, so mnajua njia nzuri na njia mbaya. Lakini miaka 5 ni mingi. Miaka 5 mimi nataka by 2027 msikie change nyingine ni haitaikuwa. Nani alijua nani akianza kukimbia kwa mtutu mwenye sasa amebreak world record demo wetu Faith. Nani alijua sasa Faith anaweza break world record statu na anaweza kuwa ni yeye? Hakuna mtu alijua, lakini kuna mtu alibelieve in Faith. That's the same way I believe that I can achieve, and that's how I believe all these guys will achieve. Even if 2 of them will be international level fighters, it will work under my leadership as Takid Master, the president of World Kickboxing Federation, Kenya.
All right, of course, we'll be here and we'll hold you accountable for this. And we hope that, all these things that you're saying will actually work. And then how many should we expect in the course of probably a year's time, or even, before the end of this year? How many tournaments are aligned for these, boxers?
For these combat sports fighters, what we have, like now, on the 26th of August, that will be in 3 weeks' time, let me say, championship in Nairobi. That will be President's Cup. It was to be Governor's Cup, but you see, there are some things that you need to go slow, talk to the governor and people around him, and you see whether you can be supported, which for now, for sure, it's a limited time. So that's why I decided to make it be the President's Cup. After that, we'll be having the 28th of October, we'll be having national team selection to see whether we can have good people who could be going to present us internationally. After that, we'll be having another championship in November. Then December, we'll be having a big championship in Mombasa. That will be on the 18th. In December, it will be Kenya Open. It will be the biggest of all. It will be in Diani. So those are the things that I'm working about now.
All right. I will give you this, like 1 minute just for your closing remarks.
My closing remarks are always simple. Fighters or any kind of sportsman, the youth, please focus, whatever you do, make sure that every time you focus on one motto: forward ever, backward never. Then another thing, thanks a lot to our government now, because if you look at it very well, our CS Ababu Namopa is doing great for sure in his docket, and he should push on doing that, because there's no way we should be crying every time about them, because if you see, Faith came back, Omanyala came back with the glory, they were awarded. The same way, if our fighters will give back the glory to the country, and will show just the same way we are doing right now, if the government is watching, because I know they are watching this, they should realize that there's a certain combat sports from World Kickboxing Federation Kenya that is already taking over and working well with the youth. So if they come in and support us in whatever capacity that they can do, that will work well with us. Then again, thanks a lot to our supporters like Bavarian, thanks to KUTV, and again to the youth, stop drugs. If you're using drugs, your future for all these things that you are seeing here, whether it's sports-wise, whether it's your life in general, won't work, because health is wealth.
Well, thank you so much. That was Takid Master, the president of World Kickboxing Federation, taking us through what is happening. Look for these, promising fighters behind me. And of course, this is a discussion that we are still, taking a look at it, and we want to even dive to it further and even talk and get, the perspective of the fighters themselves and even the coaches, just to give us, the significance and the importance of having such training before any competitive fight is held. Well, and for that, we want to take a short break, and when we come back, still we'll be diving direct to this conversation, just to get the perspectives of coaches, fighters, as far as combat sport is concerned. Well, let's take that short break. We'll be back in just a while.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
The Bible says, when he spoke, then he spoke a parable to them, that men always ought to pray and not lose heart.
Christ says, I stand in the door and I knock. Whoever hears my voice and opens, I will dwell with him.
Like the moon, I will fade, and like the star, I will rise again. And though I fall, be rest assured that I will rise again.
Go to the hospitals, tell them that God will heal them. Go to the prisons, tell them that they'll be free. Go to the crusades and tell people that Christ is coming, and sooner than the word itself, the second advent is imminent.
Maelfu na maelfu ya wahamiaji wakiwa na watoto kutoka nchi za Amerika ya Kati wanaendelea kuwasili kwenye mpaka kati ya Marekani na Mexico.
But folks, I'm going. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Ni habari kutoka pembe zote duniani.
Pepopa si vuguvugu. Pepopa ni ID.
Tazidi ananyonya, hanyonyi vizuri, anakuwa hayuko comfortable.
Jeshi la Jamhuri ya Kidemokrasia ya Kongo linapambana na uasi wa ADF.
Kwa sasa wanatoa wito kwa mashirika, makampuni na vile vituo vya uchukuzi.
Mambo mengi yatakwenda kama yalivyopangwa.
Hapa ni kuna wa chama cha wavuvi katika eneo hili.
Zaidi tunajaribu kuwapa chanjo ili ina boost ama inanyanyua kinga ya mwili, ndio inaenda kupelekea kupambana na virusi.
Ni duniani leo, Jumatatu mpaka Ijumaa, moja kwa moja kutoka VOA Swahili, Washington DC.
You know, reggae music wasn't the most popular music in my neighborhood growing up. And I discovered it on the radio, and from the first moment, just couldn't stop listening.
Many people express themselves through music.
Music is a freedom of expression.
We want the music to reach the people.
They see me smile, but they don't know what I feel inside. Traffic all I bring from the beginning.
I gave you my heart, right from the start, don't break it. Sorry, I gave you my heart, right from the start, don't break it. Wanna be my I'm an African.
So when you are sad and you listen to this song makes you happy, feel encouraged. The song gives you hope for a bright future.
Message to the world,
all talent, there's always room for improvement.
To have faith.
We can be lazy and wait until it's over, or work hard and, try to be ready whenever there is something to do. We can just be on point.
So we need to join hands and realize that together we can achieve.
For John so loved this world now, he gave his only begotten Son. Whosoever will believeth in him should not perish but live. God did not send his Son to come free, condemn this world, but through him this world might be saved. Oh my children, give me
Kutoka kuwa jamii ya kuhamahama na sasa kujumuisha kilimo katika mitindo yao ya maisha. Kwenye toleo la kaunti ya Narok, hii ni Boresha Kilimo, kwani afya bora ni kilimo bora.
Kwani kilimo ndicho huboresha maisha.
To the Church O'Clock. I'm your host, Esther Becky.
And my name is DJ Terrell.
We start you off with a word of prayer and get you started with a live transformational worship experience. And have our minds renewed by the word of God on the word segment.
And not forgetting new music za hii wiki, yani ndakuwa bado nawapatia pale wasanii wamekuwa kiwakali. So make sure manzo umetune in because zitakuwa zina flow pia pale mixes kwa wingi, yani zitakuwa zina come through, and pia performance yani from our gospel artist hapa on Gospel Art
from 7 to
10 a.m. only on KUTV. Right, welcome back, and we pick this, our outside segment, or rather edition of On the Spot Show. Remember, you can keep talking to us on all of our social media platforms, on Facebook at KUTV Kenya, on Twitter at KUTV_Kenya, at AUMA Evans. Remember to use the hashtag On the Spot. And of course, we kick start this, our second segment, and let me give you ufahamu wa busara. Now today we are talking about this particular player. This is the former Manchester United player Michael Carrick. Remember, Michael Carrick was born in July 29th, the same day as today, in the year 1981 in Wallsend, that is in England. That is Michael Carrick. Remember, this is a player that is familiar to many Unites. In the year 1981 in Wallsend in England. That is our fahamu busara of today. Okay. Well, right here I'm joined by one player here that will be talking about, a fighter that will be taking us through his journey and the preparation ahead of the upcoming tournament that has been lined up in this particular, in a span of, 4 months. All right, and let's talk to this young gentleman. Of course, shukran sana kwa kutenga muda kuzungumza nasi. Nataka utuambie kwa majina unaitwa nani na unachezea pengine klabu gani?
Kwa majina naitwa Bernard Achoki aka The Buffalo. Mimi nachezea klabu ya Lionhearts Kickboxing hapa Kangemi Social. Hapo ndo tuna train, hapo ndo tutatupata from Monday to Saturday. Tutakonga hapa saa 9. Tumekuwa tukitrain tangu kitambo. Kuna machamp, mimi ndio senior, nimekuwa champ for a long time, nimecheza games za LFNA. Sasa tumeingia World Kickboxing Federation. Sisi ndio machampe pale, sisi ndio tumekuwa tukikonka. Hii ndio timu ya Kangemi, hii ndio timu imetuzalisha. The Lion at Kickboxing. Tumekuwa tukitrain for, me personally nimekuwa nikitrain for almost 6 years. Since I was form 2 until now. This is my career, hii ndio nilichagua fight. My aim is to get into UFC. Kama siku moja nitafika UFC, siku moja nikuwe champ, natamani nifike pale UFC. Aim yangu si kufight local fights, but kupanda pale juu. At least nimepatana na machamp, nipatane na opponent. Nashukuru timu mingi zimekuja pamoja, Team Adco, Dragon, Kibira wamekuja pamoja. Tumekaa mkishia techniques, ku exchange experience. Mimi nimekuwa na experience hapa Kangemi for a long time, but today nimegain another techniques from my opponents. Nimepata at least niko na ma challenge hapa nje. Team Adco wako pale, wao ndio wanatu challenge, wao ndio at least wako international. Na si level yetu ni international, si ku fight local fights only.
Alright. The conqueror, the champion. Hivyo ndo mnajiita huko. Sasa unajua preparation ndio hii tunaona iko around the corner. I mean the tournament itself ya kwanza is just a couple of days away. Pengine tuambie preparation wewe, umejiprepare aje? Unaona kama this time round utaendelea na hii msururu wa matokeo nzuri ndio maybe kesho kutwa ujiite the conqueror, the champion?
I go personally sasa tusha prepare. Sasa coach Regan ndio head coach wa Lionheart Kickboxing. Asha tu prepare poa sana. Hiyo game ya day 26 mwezi wa 8 tutashine. Niamini tutashine. Juu kwa asubuhi kupiga road work, kuja hapa saa 9 ku train, labda sometimes tuko kwa gym na coach Regan amekuwa kitu support. Hata kama hatuna facilities za kutosha, but naamini ile training tumepewa na coach itatupush hadi hapo juu. Siku moja labda tutafika international. Tumetrain poa. Hii game inakuja next. It is a promising game kwa club yetu. Kila mtu ataperform. Tuko na weight categories pale, tuko na lightweight, welterweight, middleweight, super lightweight, wote wako. Naamini lazima tutakonka. Lion, you know the lion, the meaning of the lion, it is the bravest animal in the jungle. Hakuna venye tunaweza shindwa. Coach wetu tunamwamini. Ajai fail. Yeye amekuwa akishinda game, amekuwa champ. Ni legend. Yeye amekuwa champ, Regan amekuwa champ, amecheza Kenya team. Sasa yeye akakuja kutusupport sima vijana huko Kangemi. Na naamini tutafika pale alifika.
Well, yuko waridu nizamiti kitu kama ndovu hivi kanyage Lion kwa hii game yenye inakuja, hii fight yenye inakuja next month.
As they say, don't look at the size of the animal. Don't look at the size of the animal. Wanasema the elephant is the largest animal in the jungle, but the lion is the king of the jungle. Lion, tunaamini lion is the bravest animal in the jungle. Usiangalie unene, angalia skill, angalia techniques. Coach Regan ndio best hapa Kangemi, hakuna coach mwingine. Tunaamini.
Okay, talking about skills na techniques. Pengine ni nini maybe extra umelana hapa ama ukitoka hapa leo ni kitu yenye utasema leo niko proud. Besides skills yenye niko proud nazo, hii ni something extra nimelan leo hapa. Nini niyo that one extra skill yenye utatoka nayo hapa leo?
Akitumia na mimi coach wangu personally amenipea skill zote. Ile one skill, ile technique moja utatumia. Technique ndio inapelekanga msee chini, ile moja yenye utatumia. Si lazima upige 1000 different kicks. You can only use one kick to kick someone and knock him down. Si lazima utrain kick at 10,000. Train hiyo kick moja mara 10,000 itaangusha msee, itaangusha hiyo opponent. Usitrain vitu mingi, zile basic umepewa zitumie kupush pale juu. Labda tukicheza game international, the more kwa hii industry, the more na develop. Ni kulearn tu kila siku. kulani ijaisha, masomo ijaisha, ni kaa shule tu. Tunalearn daily new techniques, different techniques. Kaa leo nimejifunza vitu mpya, Timaduko imetufunza pale. Kuna kitu tulikuwa tunajua techniques za elbows nini, za Muay Thai mostly. Sisi tunachezanga kickboxing hapa. Lakini saa tukikuja wote wase wa taekwondo, karate, MMA, tunashare all, tuko na kitu one in common, fighting. Fighting is our choice. Fighting every day, kila siku lazima tupigane.
Sikia unasema ngumi ni jamu, si mbwekse.
Ngumi ni jamu, ngumi ni jamu.
Pengine kabla maybe nikuachilie uende, hebu niambie pengine sasa wewe future ya hii, you know,
the World Kickboxing Federation, the future is bright. Kesho leo acha tujikaze, kesho ni Mungu anajua. Kesho Mungu akisema, time ya God ikifika tutakuwa machamu. Ni vile sasa tuna grow, I'm 20 years old. I have almost 20 years fighting in the industry. Na najua tutakonka. Team Lion imenisupport sana. Imenimake nikuwe champ. Timaduko iko na champ wao. Labda siku moja hatuwezi angalia Kenya peke yake. Acha tufocus na international. Mbia Lion at kickboxing ni kuzalisha best fighters in the world. Not just in Kenya but in the world. Mark my word, in the world. Nataka tufike huko juu, hakuna Mkenya shafika UFC. But I believe siku moja tutafika pale, si ndio tutakuwa machangu. Hiyo time ikifika kila kitu itakuwa poa. World Kickboxing Federation imecome through, imeona vile tumekuwa tukitrain hadi, imeona skills zetu, kuna matumaini. Sasa ndio imetuleta pamoja, at least to share techniques, to share ideas, tufunzane nini, tukue. Unajua sasa sisi vijana ndio vio za jamii hapa nje. Mimi ndio kioo ya jamii. Siku moja nikitoka hapa nje, unajua kila mtu anakuangalia, mayutu wote hapa Kangemi. Sasa hivi vile tangula na kickboxing ikuja, mavijana wameweza kuja kuanzia saa 9, mavijana ni wengi, we are more than 100. Wengine wako job, wanatoka job wanakuja kutrain kila siku. Hata kama tuna facilities, kuna venye tunajipush. Mimi ningependa kupata, ningeomba kama kuna sponsorship, anaweza ona mahali game, anaweza kuja tu aone. Angalia game kwanza, kani sponsorship ataleta. Mimi najua akiona game atabambika, ataona hapa hivi kuna talent. Ataona hapa hivi kuna Desanya, ataona hapa hivi kuna Alex Pereira, ataona hapa hivi kuna Francis Nganu. Hapa hivi ndio machampo wako. Machampo wanaanzianga hapa chini hadi hapo juu. Tuko na maboxer, best boxers ni hapo hivi ndio wanatoka Kangemi, kickboxer wanatoka Kangemi. Ila na kickboxing imetusaidia hata si kwa fighters peke yake. Wanajeshi wametoka hapa hivi, ma instructor wametoka hapa kwa gym, ma instructor wengi kwa gym wametoka hapa. Sisi ndio tuna train hizo basics, cardio. Labda umetuma mahali, kocha anaweza nituma mahali niweze train wase. Amekuwa akinisaidia, technique niko nazo, skill niko nazo, nimedevelop.
Yeah. Okay, well, wacha tuachie hapo penye ulisema ni mark your word, na mimi na mark your word. Well, mimi nakushia all the best. Okay, prepare, alafu and conquer the world, my friend. All right, well, of course, that was the perspective of the conqueror, the champion. And now we want to talk to one of the coaches here just to give us, you know, the quick analysis of what is happening right here. And I don't know if we have the coach here. Till, you know, going on, intensifying, players coming in big numbers, and, you know, just to get ready for this upcoming fight that will be held here.
Are you an aspiring media practitioner, a graduate, or you just want to advance your skills in television production? Then welcome to Kenyatta University, where education meets innovation. KUTV, the premier university television station in Kenya, is now offering short courses in TV studio, field technical operations, and video editing. Through these courses, you will acquire hands-on skills on camera operations, media production, lighting techniques, audio-visual editing, and sound and visual control, and how to operate key equipment in modern TV control room. Enroll today at KUTV and discover your full potential in cutting-edge TV broadcasting. Graduates of these courses will receive professional certificates. For more information, visit our offices at KUTV Studios or call us on 020-870-4252 or 020-870-4255 or SMS us on 0739-110-544. KUTV, new experience.
We are all seeing the impacts of climate change. In Kenya, for example, the frequency of the floods is becoming more and worse. The amount of people and livestock we're losing.
The level we need to go is a level where the normal mwananchi and also the government stakeholders can uptake these solutions.
Those small acts multiplied by millions of us will help make a difference in the world at the end of the day.
It's just a slight behavior change. It's dire.
We will secure the planet for future generations.
This is my jam down. I said, Manami, I will never give up. Na hata nikisota away. Show me something. Everybody wanna feel like me. You is like a river. Real thing, if I never mama, I wouldn't believe it. Hear me when I say just like.
Kutoka kuwa jamii ya kuhamahama na sasa kujumuisha kilimo katika mitindo yao ya maisha. Kwenye toleo la kaunti ya Narok, hii ni Boresha Kilimo, kwani afya bora ni kilimo bora.
Kwani kilimo ndicho huboresha maisha.
Karibuni sana to the Church O'Clock Show. I'm your host, Esther Becky.
And my name is DJ Terrell.
We start you off with a word of prayer and get you started with a live transformational worship experience. And have our minds renewed by the word of God on the word segment.
And not forgetting new music za hii wiki, yani ndakuwa bado nawapatia pale wasanii wamekuwa kiwakali. So make sure manzo umetune in because zitakuwa zina flow pia pale mixes kwa wingi, yani zitakuwa zina come through, and pia performance yani from our gospel artist hapa on Gospel Art
from 7 to
10 a.m. only on KUTV.
All right, okay. We are coming to you, of course, live here from Kangemi Social Hall, and this is where we are taking, of course, count and track of what is happening right in the, of course, this training that is being held, the joint training between the mixed martial arts. They call it, competitive, or rather combat action that involve them, mixed martial arts, Muay Thai, kickboxing, all this. The team is training right here for the upcoming games that will be held, of course, on the 26th of August this year. And before we dive that, let me take you to, our fahamu, of course, ufahamu wa busara today, and we are talking about the, one and only. This is the president, and this has been very instrumental in this fight. And alichukua hatamu za UFC mwaka 2001 na tangu hapo akakuwa ni baada ya rafiki yake Lorenzo na Frank kununua dola milioni 2. That is when he took the mantle of this. Remember, still on this same fahamu wa busara, this particular man in August 2019, dhamani ya hiti ilitangazwa kuwa dola 500. Well, you can see the transformation here. Alimiliki kampuni ya Power Snap, michuano iliyoanza Januari mwaka wa 2023. I beg your pardon for that. Na wachezaji kuzabana makopo. Well, that is very quite interesting intrigue from this man here. Well, of course, we are still tracking this, and this particular event that is happening right here in Kangemi Social Hall, and right now I'm joined by one of the coaches, and we just want now to get the perspective of coach. Of course, coach, asante sana kwa kutenga muda, na hapa takupatia hii fursa ujiintroduce, tuambie wewe umespecialize kwa combat gani, na utuambie pengine matayarisho yakoje hadi sasa.
Kwa majina naitwa Cecilia Mora. Mimi ni women's head coach wa kickboxing. Sana sana mimi nimefanya kickboxing na taekwondo. But for now tunazidi kuingia kwa hizi MMA and all that, ndio tukue tumelearn all the combat sports. Yeah.
So coach, naona hapa mnaji-prepare, of course, kwa hiyo 26 kutakuwa na fight. And hii tu ni moja kati ya many fights ambayo itakuja. Pengine tuambie matayarisho ikoje, na mtazamo wako kuhusiana na hii fight unaonaje? Pengine tuko sawa, tumejiweka kila kitu iko sawa?
Matazamio yangu yako sawa, salama sana, kwa sababu naona vijana wanaji-prepare for hiyo tournament kabisa. All the clubs in Nairobi wako ready, from Nakuru, Homa Bay pia tutakuwa nao, from Murang'a tutakuwa nao. So competition itakuwa too tight. Na after that competition ndio nadhani select the national team yenye itakuwa ikirepresent Kenya outside the country. Yeah.
Well, pengine unaonaje hii matayarisho? Of course, kila kitu inaonekana mambo iko sawa, lakini nataka tuzungumzie mchezo wa combat, combat sport, yeah, ambao pengine nimeona kwa maybe kwa takriban miezi kadhaa hivi kumekuwa na misururu ya training, seminars, forum, na juzi pia ilikuwa training ya coaches. Sasa kwa mtazamo wako
huko Kayole, training ya coaches na pia seminar ya the players ilikuwa Kayole. After that pia tulikuwa Nakuru, na sasa hizi unaona tuko huku Kangemi for the same thing training. Tunataka vijana wetu wakuwe fit kabisa, alafu mbio tunahimiza pia wengine pia watu join WKF. Sasa hizi ndio inataka ku run the world. Yeah.
Well, pengine ni wapi unaona tunahitaji kukaza kamba zaidi, kuweka vijana wetu wakuwe sawa wanapo hata jiandaa kwa michuano kama haya? Juu president pale ananiambia si tu peke yake, tuko pia na michuano ambayo inapangwa pia kimataifa, na ndo to compete kwa such competitive matches and fight like those, inahitaji tuwe sawa kiakili na pia physically fit. Pengine unaona this time round ni nini tunahitaji kukaza zaidi?
Tunahitaji kukaza kifedha ndio inaleta shida. Kwa mfano kama hii seminar ya leo, unaona vijana wengi hawajaweza kuattend kwa sababu ya mambo ya na fare, mambo na sijui kutoka Nakuru hawajafika. Hiyo inamaanisha nini? kifedha tuko chini. Tukiangalia mazoezi yao wako willing to do it, but sasa kifedha tupate wafadhili watusaidie hata tuweze kuja na kutufanye camp before that day, ndio tukae kama 1 week tukue pamoja, kukula, kulala, nini hiyo yote inahitaji fedha, na tunahitaji wadhamini waingie kwa hii federation yetu ya WKF watusaidie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, coach, shida iko ndio tukatai, lakini upande wenyu pengine mnajaribu kufanya nini? Pengine in as much as tuna battle, at the same time pia tuna make sure plans na hizi mikakati inaenda in progressive regardless of the challenges.
I don't think tuko na challenge mingi kwa sababu all the players are so cooperative. Yeah.
All right. Coach, thank you so much for making time to speak to us. Of course, we wish you all the best, even as you prepare for this, and the future looks bright. All right. Well, that was a coach just giving us a brief history of what is happening right here, and giving us just putting us into standards and highlighting some of the challenges that the team is facing, the federation is facing, as far as the journey to transformation, the journey to make sure this competitive and compact action sport actually takes its full gear and full wings to where it's actually intended. Well, that is that is all as far as this particular preparation and combat act that involves mixed martial arts, kickboxing, all this, and Muay Thai is concerned. And right now I want us to take another yet short break, and when we come back we'll be diving direct into matters to do with the transfer windows and everything that is happening. It will be a round clock of analysis in regard to what is happening in the international sphere and even here locally. Remember, Kenya tomorrow, Kenya will be taking part in the fifth place finish between Zimbabwe and Kenya in the ongoing Nyayo Stadium. That is what we'll be taking a look at. Besides that, we'll be diving into the Women World Cup matches that are currently undergoing in Australia and New Zealand, the co-host nation, and a bit of transfer windows here and there, just to see, to take a look at which team is faring on, how is your team faring on in this transfer market, given the fact that we have just less than 2 weeks before the English Premier League kicks off officially. The 2023-2024 season kicks off. Well, let's take this short break. When we come back, it's a round clock analysis. See you.
Repossessing your property, intellectual or material.
This and more, only on Law Matters.
Zero, what I'm trying to say is that I need to be sure about you. For all I know, you have made some serious mistakes. And all I need to know is, are you really man enough for Nam?
Just because you light candles to Saint Evil doesn't mean that the saints will be able to save you from my wrath. Understood? Stop it! Zahara, stop it!
Is up to. You don't seem to get it at all, you stupid monkey. They're talking about taking you to prison.
Don't ever use force, or else I'll make you pay for that.
Na leo hii tunaandaa aina mojawapo ya sharubati za hapa Sairok Hotel.
Mocktail ni kinywaji chenye hakina pombe.
the beginning of wisdom.
The Bible says, when he spoke, then he spoke a parable to them, that men always ought to pray and not lose heart.
Christ says, I stand in the door and I knock. Whoever hears my voice and opens, I will dwell with him.
Like the moon, I will fade, but like the star, I will rise again. And though I fall, be rest assured that I will rise again.
Go to the hospitals, tell them that God will heal them. Go to the prisons, tell them that they'll be free. Go to the crusades and tell people that Christ is coming, and sooner than the word itself, the second advent is imminent.
Adventures across the African continent.
See breathtaking wildlife, stunning landscapes,
and out of this world technology.
Meet incredible scientists
and learn fantastic facts.
Explore, discover, be amazed.
Be part of the next generation of change makers.
Be a part of Engine, Africa's #1 science discovery program. Yay!
We're learning every day.
Get ready to kickstart your day with the most exciting morning show around. Tune in to our dynamic and entertaining program where we keep you informed, engaged, and entertained from the moment you wake up.
From breaking news and current events to music, fun, and out of the ordinary stories, we've got you covered with a mix of Kaka mtazamaji popote ulipo, unapokuwa ukitazama Safina Show
inang'oananga sasa hivi. Ungana nami Albanas Mwania, nahodha wa Safina Show, nikutoe ng'ambo ya pili hadi ufuoni. Safina Show, sauti ya matumaini.
Well, we are coming to you still live here at Kangemi, and this is where the final third of our show, and we want to take a look at the latest happening that is happening right now in the world of art. But first, before that, let's take a look at ufahamu wa busara, and now we want to talk to be precise. Now leo tunamzungumzia raisi wa UFC Dana White. Alizaliwa mjini Manchester United siku kama ya leo Julai tarehe 29. So Danny White alizaliwa mjini Manchester United, lakini ni Marekani. Rais huyu wa UFC anaaminika alichukua hatamu za uongozi mwaka 2001 na baada ya rafiki yake Lorenzo na Frank kununua UFC kwa kima cha dola milioni 2. That is huyo Danny White. Kutoka hapo amefanya mageuzi Agosti mwaka 19. Thamani ya White ilitangazwa kuwa dola 500, that is dola milioni 500, na anamiliki kampuni ya Power Slap, michuano iliyoanza Januari mwaka huu na wachezaji kuzabana. Michuano ilianza Januari mwaka huu, wachezaji wakizabana makofi. Huyo ni anaitwa Dana White. Now sasa hayo ishatosha mambo na UFC, na sasa wacha tuangalie mchezaji mwingine wa Manchester United hiyo ambaye anafahamika kama Michael Carrick. Michael Carrick alizaliwa mnamo mwaka 1981 na ni alizaliwa mwaka 1981 tarehe kama ya leo Julai 29 nchini Uingereza. Na Michael Carrick of course alichezea klabu ya Manchester United akiwa mchezaji tangu enzi zake. Anakumbukwa sana akichezea United kwa kipindi cha miaka 12 na kwa sasa anaifunza, sasa hizi ni mkufunzi na anaifunza klabu ya Middlesbrough. Well, that is Michael Carrick and Dana White katika our segment of Fahamu wa Busara. And now I want us to take a look at the transfers, but before the transfer, let me draw your attention to what is happening here in the country. Remember, Kenya will be up against Zimbabwe in the ongoing World Cup Under-20 trophy that is currently underway at Nyayo Stadium. Of course, Kenya is the host nation, and our outing in this sporting was not that quite good. Remember, we lost our opening match to Samoa before we succumbed to Spain, and we managed to squeeze a win out of Hong Kong, China, and tomorrow we'll be up against Zimbabwe. Remember, this Zimbabwean team, we met with them during the Bathurst Cup. That was on April 22nd. And things happen, and right here today we are talking about different tournament, and tomorrow's final, of course, the final will be between Spain and Uruguay. So that is what you actually you are likely to expect tomorrow. Whoever wins tomorrow's fixtures will be automatically qualify to actually clinch the ticket to qualify in the World Under-20 Championship that will be held next year in South Africa. Well, I want us to take a look at some of the transfers and that is happening right now. I remember there is a couple of players that have actually shifted allegiance from one club to another, and let's take a look at the first player that we want to take a look at what is happening in this transfer market. I'm talking about Anthony Elanga. Remember, this is Manchester United player, and now he has been confirmed he's moving to Nottingham Forest with a fee of £15 million. That is Anthony Elanga now will be officially Nottingham Forest player. Then another player here that will be shifting, we have, it's already confirmed, Jordan Henderson will be leaving for Saudi Arabia based side. This is Al Fatag of Saudi Arabia for a record fee of £12 million. This is another player that will be leaving Liverpool to join the Saudi-based side. Well, this is Wilfred Zaha. This is the Crystal Palace player, and he will be leaving for free, and will be joining Galatasaray. This is the Turkish side. Remember, Wilfred has been one of the very key instrumental players as far as Crystal Palace is concerned. He has been very integral in keeping the team, even sometimes fighting for survival in the English Premier League. And now he leaves the club and joins Galatasaray, the Turkish-based side, on free transfer. So this is this is another player that will be leaving very soon in this transfer market. And ahead of just a couple of, it's roughly 2 weeks before this season actually, kicks off, the 2023-2024 season. Well, I understand there is some couple of matches that are going on in the Women World Cup, and we have Brazil is, this match is almost ending. Brazil that is playing against France, and we have Sweden, who actually registered a 5-0 win against Italy in the ongoing Women World Cup. And a couple of matches still was played yesterday, where England registered a 1-0 win against Denmark. And of course, this team is on the verge of qualifying to the knockout stages, the round of 16. And out of this, many people have been wondering about the fate of many of these teams, and questions has been arising about the possibility of teams like England going all the way. Remember, England, they are the defending champions of Euros, and many are tipping this team to be one of the favorites to actually lift this particular trophy, this particular Women World Cup that is currently going on in New Zealand and of course Australia. And it will be very interesting to take a look of how the events are unfolding. Well, that is all that we have for you as far as this transfer market is concerned, and the international sports review and all these things given into account, and of course winding up on our today's on the sports show. It has been the outside edition, and want to send a special thanks, of course, for you, our beloved fan, for always keeping us a company. This is where we call it we call it a wrap, and I'll be handing you back there in the studio.